Adish mama yema makwaba and then so big agenda e breno aso and some fa Ghana ho and ni nya adaje ne yesi ne koso nene ye de ani wram wongomasum ne akwa de koso e wo ye various universities ni no essence UTAG o matuate no se say my den akopiem court UTAG for so my card on ba akopiem court National Labour Commission for so say so me year some free court just say UTAG for your madwene say o mo be call it off strike no but at the tail end students na ebre o ma ba bonten o ma be patch on here this say demonstration and nyame pa e china o mo de be hwehwe so ye na ye homa ye ba be bwem the question is can the demonstration force government no was the sanadwene and as teachers now after the demonstration so versus for madwene that is where the question lies me dey obi dum be kwakwa edukum ye dan ho ba ye be bwem Adis mama yensa mu akwa ba biu emra big agenda dwumadi so say dem di kaka ne ye ba be demonstration adisuafo bi omosuapon mo ayo madwen so mo be ye ene coalition of concerned university students woman na sa demonstration person me ne mesaka convener a ono so say communication team member e masa koyi e wo ha Raymond Tamaklo ye ne twetwen komo Raymond akwaba.
Thank you very much.
Let's say.
Mbacho me ho ye na wo say.
Ye the radius yes your hoden. Na ye nya ne tiese demonstration na nka e planned senko china in the beba so but much shift to Friday, is that the case?
Yes, that is very true.
Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, we had indication from the Gov't Regional High Command, Police Command, that there is an emergency ECOWAS meeting in Accra tomorrow, for which reason we may have to shift our demonstration to Friday. It's
a Friday day,
yes.
All things being equal,
yes.
How many people are you looking at?
We are looking not less than around 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 students.
2,000 students now, would they be drawn from the various universities across the country? And now we are Legon for Nkwana.
No, it is not just a University of Ghana students. It is a coalition of concerned university students. And so all the public universities in this country, we are trying to marshal effort to, stage the demonstration in Accra. But we'll be pulling, students from the various public institutions to Accra to embark on this demonstration. Members of our coalition have indicated that they are going to do what it takes at the expense of their own resources, comfort, and what have you, to be present in Accra to ensure that this demonstration comes to fruition.
Okay, yeah, so UTAG, my church for no strike. How many are buying a problem? Somebody may ask, someone more else upon it saying, what is your problem? What is your qualms? I say must move a demonstration. Yes,
and so for me, I have described this strike action as a heightened tension between UTAG and then the government, resulting in a prolonged industrial strike action of UTAG. Now, at the center of this impasse is the ordinary Ghanaian student who is going to become a victim when the dust settles.
Yeah, now the China one
victims when the dust settles. No, victims. We are going to be the collateral damages, and so we have decided that instead of sitting and then in the comfort of our various rooms on campus, we'll pour on the street of Accra to call on the government. We'll cry to the government and ask that the concerns of UTAG is immediately addressed, so that teaching and learning activities can be restored to the lecture hall. Ubebisa say, Adentina, Yenfre, UTAG to go back to the lecture hall. Now, the case, NSA, Ukaya, August 2nd in 2021, UTAG echo strike. But in that strike action, they were willing to come back to the lecture hall to lecture, expecting, say, when they go back to the negotiation table, the government will act with prompt and address their concerns while they are teaching. But once they called off the strike, there has been no effort, or negotiations with government has become very stale. There's no outcome of it. And so that is the reason why. And in 2022, they have decided to go on another strike action. And so we understand their concerns. They have shown goodwill to the good students of this country. And so now is the time for us also to understand the concerns they're expressing and call on the government to attend to those concerns with immediate effect.
So somebody might say some take size because ABR money or money or hontia. Okay, Medikaka, you followed the process, the progress and everything. Adentina, money at church one enka. So there, whilst you appeal to government to also do his part.
And I can say, they have gone on one strike already. And we called on them to come back to the lecture hall and lecture while they negotiate with the government. They have done that. They heeded to our plea. They came back to the classroom or to the lecture hall. But there has been no effort from the government to address their concern. And so
this time round, Monsan could be to the teachers.
For we do not want, a knee-jerk solution to the matter. Long-lasting solution. So lecturers echo back to the classroom and not to the lecture hall. There will not be intermittent, occasioning of strikes. Okay, June another strike, September another strike. No, we want long-lasting solution, and the responsibility lies with the government of the day to bring some clarity, bring some resolution to the matter. Now, yes,
ultimately, you said your mopane say lecturers so that most mobit me enjoy more academic life. The BBA et me by government doing its part. You're already saying teachers ne issues no more raising and kasana as students. What you say there?
Our students what are the lecturers asking for? They are asking for better conditions of services. They are asking that the interim market premium of 114% be restored to basic salary. They are asking that all the arrears due them, accrued from as far back as 2010 till date, is paid to them. They are asking that, there's a bit of rise in research allowances. And these are very legitimate concerns. What I say,
they have a case.
Exactly. When you go into the Western world, countries like UK, and co, the teaching profession is a high-value profession. More remuneration, is even higher than the doctor profession, medical profession, and other high-value professions. And so I don't know why we do not accord or apportion the same level of regard or importance to our teaching and our education sector. Even if the government is not going to meet the concerns of the lecturers in full, we are expecting or we are pleading or we are calling on the government to be able to show the goodwill and meet them halfway of the table.
Okay, yamra demonstration so far my concerns no ni nyina maka empanyifo antie akopi mu court National Labour Commission jina benkum UTAG fo jina nifa aban so jina echi akwetwema mentwe, and it looks as if say the National Labour Commission and some more can just a UTAG for ever class and some no year 7 free court. UTAG is also not ready to allow its members to come. Amba be chema there. It's in a debate some demonstration. Demonstration now, more start hin, more they fahin, more they kwahin. Are you going to submit a petition? Why not more they come?
Thank you very much. Into as the demonstration, like I've already said, Ebebasu on Friday, converging points Ebeye University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Okponglo. That is where we'll be converging at exactly 8:00 a.m. We'll dispatch and then we'll take the route down to the Flagstaff House, submit a petition to the presidency, and then we'll move on from there to the Parliament, submit another petition to the Speaker of Parliament. Our concern or our plea is very simple, that the government is able to disengage from its high horse, engage with our lecturers, show the goodwill, and be able to meet them halfway of the table. That is basically what is going to be contained in our petition. The 1992 Constitution makes that provision for us as ordinary students to vent our concerns, to vent our grievances in a form of a demonstration. And we, the concerned university students, have resolved that on Friday we'll be pouring on the streets, in our mammoth numbers to express our disconcern and displeasure.
As we speaking now, said the Mdika and Assembly Court, Labour Commission, the court to Yantana Assembly. It is a court to Nassam so. Nasa a kutia mu teachers na as students.
Me say the posturing of the National Labour Commission very unfortunate, very insensitive. If you may be aware, UTAG members have expressed concern, and they have claimed that on several occasions they've tried to inform the National Labour Commission of an impending strike action, of which there has been a deliberate attempt from the commission to evade notice. And on what grounds are they now contesting the matter in court.
Now, the
point even is that, you see, not everything that is legally correct, morally right. What I say, yes, you may go to court, but look at the concerns of the lecturers. If you are asking them to go back to the lecture halls, under what conditions do you want them to go back to the lecture halls? Article 25 of our Constitution also, provides that or states that it is not only the remuneration that we look at. The salary structure, for workers in this country also gives them self-respect, self-worth. It is a mobile classroom, that they have needs in various aspects of their lives that they have to meet, Under what condition? Maybe they are depressed. Maybe they are facing a lot of challenges in their lives. And these are some of the basic needs.
I've heard some of the lecturers complaints. Okay, yes, you can force the horse to the riverside, but as to the commitment, the excitement, one here and also compromised. As students, are you concerned about those things? We are very much concerned about those things. We want the optimal performance of our lecturers, and that is why they have to be content to be able to deliver, at that optimal level. If you look at this crop of students at your school, right from level 200, COVID-19 by the semester was truncated. We had to complete the semester, through online means. And then that was in level 200. In level 300, there was this, strike actions and all of that. And productive hours, I was saying, your classroom to be instructed physically, there was no form of, that physical contact. Because of COVID-19, semester, we were supposed to treat topics I was treating within 13 weeks. We had to treat within 6 weeks. That's us here. And then level 400, UTAG members have gone on strike again. And there's not going to be learning and teaching activities. And as part of the contingency planner, UTAG has put out there, and they say, to make up for the lost contact hours, they would give us slides to go and read by ourselves. And so where is that physical contact? What they say, the long-term rippling effects, everybody say, we are going to be churning out unemployable graduates. Already, we have issues of unemployment in this country. We have unemployed graduates. Now we are going to be having unemployable graduates. Where that means, where that means that crop of graduates do not have or have not been equipped with the requisite, skills to compete in the job market. And employers, these are some of the things that they look at, adequate and competent, skill set to be able to, perform effectively in the job market. I'm praying, say, Nyamepa Friday, some of the petition no kwa, and Penufor no able treated with the needed agency. Na bibi o how metimi. But some other people are also saying, say, aban juma ni biaka so okay, my katuanye, may service of condition of service and yet it me ja kotnafia and come ni begu. So why don't you call a spade and talk to your teachers? Yes, like I've already said, and say our lecturers they have decried consistently. It would interest you to know that they have been on this call from 2010 till date. And so when you say we should call a spade, are we to call it now or in the next 10 years? Okay, it's your first your demonstration now. What the petition be called? Someone they call Nase and Penufu and 2-1. What is the next line of action? Demonstration. No. We will stage a demonstration. And it is going to be our prayer and our hope that the government and all other authority the responsibility lie at their feet to act, will act and adhere to our cause. But in the absence of that, there are other forms of, effort we want to engage or embark on. Ebony said picketing, consistent, calling on the government or holding their feet to the fire. And then if necessary, we may look at, any other option that may be available. Yeah, but I said the options na enkoya dia e de basabasa beba. Esansa mu di ni mo come one baby. And then also okay. So we have opportunity now. I just want to remind the government that they are supposed to at all times protect the interests of the ordinary Ghanaian. And in this situation, more particularly the Ghanaian student. I don't know some matter say ebi mo keka so demonstration is politically motivated. It is politically motivated. Yes. Under what circumstances? Any person now be say your demonstration no politically motivated no, I would say
or describe that as a form of insensitivity. Because come to the campuses and see how students are wasting away productive hours. Productive hours where they need to be in the classroom. I am a student. Okay,
so I'll get back to you. Raymond Tamakloni and Netchetchen Common Coalition of Concerned University Students, or your convener or some your communications team member. What would feel fair? Now, if you want to share what I don't know what you make of the whole issue from the strike, because almost started striking on the 10th of last month, that is January, and Omodia Toma BC Summary, and we know, say, after 21 days. Is it 21 or 31 days?
21.
21. Say, man, the amount of class, I was still close to university down. 21 days next.
It is a no arguments no, and they say school may have reopened on 10th of January, but the teaching and learning activities were supposed to commence on the 17th. Okay. Technically,
so technically, wow, yeah. Wow. It's also friend nature wajune saying I will see who do we blame? How do we solve it? Solve it because now acquire two big giants, UTAG and government, and the students are in the middle. So out. So mo become some end and penifluentia then Friday demonstration ever cosintino. Maybe I will be an friend afi also chair wajune are you worried as a parent? So be job baso unko school. What could your hostel fee? Nobody then at the end of the day, acquire wajan because when himself or kwakusuya there. Then teachers are not available to teach them. Saying a wholesome ACTA. Are you not even worried as a parent? So, Bano, uncle class, what are they doing? That free time, no, what are they using it for? Because they say the devil finds work for an idle hands. At the end of my it's free. Nature wagon and afi, you who said, no, maybe after you go so fair train. After from hello. Yeah, Chairman Harry. Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, Otominka.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I show in a big agenda, young man can be said, Oko Britain, yeah, teachers, yeah, very important. Then see, Ghana had almost who said, near my course, our politicians, friends say, that closing allowance near, friend say, and DNA are free near electricity near you only get free near you. Any friend saying, baby, how are you? Want to be and can be in the system.
I'm saying they are looking at how when they are looking at how government will treat their teachers well. Now, Omubenya goodwill on the better idea. Yet, I say, no concern. Hello. Hello. Yes, Cecilia, I'm Pacho. I'm Manaso, I'm Mentonka. Oba Cecilia. Pacho, more lines, no, my menafi. Emuna said, you're a bit me or man phone, so et me at come. So now, what do you do on campus?
Currently, so Oba campus, you see students lecturing around. Productive hours are, I was say, almost classroom and question. That is not happening on campus, and so they are lecturing around. The latest stipends are, minimum, say, sustaining semester, no, it's already depleting. In this can also, asa, a common quantity or campus or no more. And because there's no coordinated or any form of coordinated activity on campus, so it is now, posing security threats to, students on the various campuses, and that is why it is.
My Mrs. Notte, so Mrs. Notte.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
In part, what to make a friend?
Make a free a strong man.
You. Mrs. Notte, what is your take on issue now?
Me concern me say a binding shena on share teacher for because your parents know you cheat huge money. Am I a man after school? Na man after school sana na sa undet next year. Pala we are na COVID tree womo. It's pala waste time more with school. And it's yes by anka sa omram for the sake of the children. Your money ti omram no be share teacher for na your money ti in school. No mu that him wa be.
Yo, Mrs. Notte, you know as a name from see sounds to a friend watch your advent. My member so Raymond, here call. What would be your last words?
My last word is a call on the government. my only plea to the government is that they must, with urgent, palpability, expedite measures to alleviate or, mitigate, the current plight.
Let's say, unsolved problem.
Unsolved problem in my end. That is
Raymond Tamaklo, coalition of concerned university students. Or your communications member, Sanson or Sanso, your convener, any and then common. So you're ready to move from now to Friday. ABI, never say never. The BBC, Nasa Church of one fine case. And since one demonstration, the because to be a better meeting, Eddie will be doing be a quick way to come. Yame Pie, Sanso, Ochna, Yakramunia.